Hey friends, so Thanksgiving is coming up, a holiday you may or may not enjoy. I kind of like it. I like the idea of a holiday. I'm very excited by the idea of a hollandaise that isn't religious and is sort of just dedicated to appreciating things. A lot of religious traditions have that within themselves. And of course, the American concept of Thanksgiving is to give thanks to God, usually for survival. The early, the Pilgrim story we hear about Thanksgiving, right? Like Squanto helped them learn how to not starve, and they were thankful for that, and they shared a feast. And that's true, and kind of maybe true, and kind of maybe nice. But of course, there are other stories to the first Thanksgiving, some of which take place in Texas. So that's something I'm going to talk about later this week when I dig into the history of pecans, the most beloved nut and tree in Texas, perhaps. And we're going to connect that, I promise. We're going to connect that to the first Thanksgiving. But I'll have to put that out this week before I head to the last weekend of the Texas Renaissance Festival, which is happening in the little technically incorporated town of Todd Mission down near Plantersville, which is near Houston. And that's a pretty famous Texas phenomenon. It's now in its 51st year. I have been going to the Texas Renaissance Festival since 1999. So I went first in their 25th anniversary, and the last time I went was last year for their 50th. I'm going to go again this weekend, so expect some updates from there. But in the meantime, you'll get a video about Thanksgiving and the pecan. So let me know what you think about those two things in the comments, and maybe it'll help me adjust what I put out later this week. And of course, keep an eye out here and on that other video site for updates from the Texas Renaissance Festival, the final weekend, the Celtic Christmas. So we'll see you there. Adios, y'all.